Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisa Nurulita from 5BC, English Department, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. What I would like to present today is the interpretation of data, research, and methodology. What I would like to present is focusing on displaying data. Displaying data in research is the last step of the research process. It is important to display data accurately because it helps in presenting the finding of the research effectively to the reader. The purpose of displaying data in research is to take the findings more visible and make comparison easy. There are basically two ways to display data. There are tables and graphs. There are three types of tables. The first one is univariate data. This type of data consists of only one variable, as you can see in the examples I gave in the down there. The analysis of univariate data is thus the simplest form of analysis since the information deals with only one quantity that changes. It doesn't deal with causes of relationships, and the main purpose of the analysis is to describe the data and find patterns that exist within it. The example of a univariate data can be height. The second one is bivariate data. This type of data involves two different variables. The analysis of this type of data deals with causes and relationships, and the analysis is done to find out the relationship among the two variables. Examples of bivariate data can be temperature and ice cream sales in summer season. The last type is multivariate data. When the data involves three or more variables, it is categorized under multivariate data. And the second one is a graph. There are several types of graph. The first one is histograph. A histograph is a graph that is highly used to display for displaying data. A histogram consists of rectangles that are drawn next to each other on the graph. The rectangles have no space in between them. A histogram can be drawn for a single variable as well as for two or more than two variables. The height of the bars in the histogram represent the frequency of each variable. It can be drawn for both categorical and continuous variable. This one is quite similar, but it only can be used in categorical variable, which is called bar chart. The bar chart is similar to a histogram, except it is drawn only for categorical variables. Since it is used for categorical variables, therefore it is drawn with space between the rectangles. The next one is frequency polygon. A frequency polygon is also very much like histogram. A frequency polygon consists of frequency rectangles drawn next to each other, but the values taken to draw the rectangles is the midpoint of the values. The height of the rectangles describes the frequency of each interval. A line is drawn that touches the midpoints at the height's frequency level on y-axis, and it touches the x-axis on the each extreme end. You can see it in the example that I have given. The next one is cumulative frequency polygon. A cumulative frequency polygon is also a frequency polygon. It is drawn using the cumulative frequency on the y-axis. The value on the x-axis are taken by using the endpoint of the interval. The endpoint of the interval are joined to each other, the reason being that the cumulative frequency is always based on the upper limit of an interval. The next one is stem and leaf display. A stem and leaf display is another easy way to display a data. The stem and leaf display is rotated to 90 degrees, become a histogram. The pie chart. This is the most common type of chart that we see in any journal. A pie chart is a very different way to display data. The pie chart is a circle. As a circle has 360 degrees, so it is taken in percentage, and the whole pie or circle represents the whole population. The pie or circle is divided into slices or sections. Each section represents the magnitude of the category or the subcategory. The trend curves. The trend curve is also called as a line diagram. It is drawn by plotting the midpoint on the x-axis and the frequencies commensurate with each interval on the y-axis. The trend curve is drawn only for a set of data that has been measured on the continuous interval or ratio scale. A trend diagram of the line diagram is most suitable for plotting values that shows changes over a period of time. The area chart. The area chart is a variation of a trend curve. In area chart, the subcategories of a variable can be displayed. The categories in the chart are displayed by shading them with different color or pattern. For example, if there are both male and female category in the dataset, both can be highlighted in this chart with a different color. And the next one is scattergram. A scattergram is a simple way to plot data on a chart. The scattergram is used for data where the changes is one variable affects the change in the other variables. The frequency against each interval is plotted with the help of dots, as you can see from the example. And there are the explanation that I can give you. Thank you for watching. I hope you get a lesson out of it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.